Howdy everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Malenia's Arsenal, the series where we fight Malenia and NG7 with every weapon. In this episode, we're using the Dragon King's Cragblade, and before we get into it, let me just ask you guys please to, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment if you want to help choose a weapon. Let's get right into it though, shall we? Primeval Gravelstone Sword containing Piercing Gravelstone Sword containing Primeval Lightning, a portion of the Dragon Lord's power, gained from a remembrance. This weapon commands great power over the paltry mortal dragons of today. Uh, Thing to note, I'm pretty sure it does like 10% bonus damage to dragons. Is what that last line means. Anyway, it is a Dex physical lightning split weapon. I got 887 to begin with. The thing that's nice about lightning damage is that it also scales with Dex if you are if you don't have like a faith scaling, as far as I'm aware. Oh, look at that trade. That was a pretty good trade, and that was a counter hit trade. Yeah, so we're running Spear Talisman today because it's a great EP. It's a great thrusting sword. It's really hard to not want to run that. As you can see, the damage is pretty good. It staggers her every hit. Only downside is it costs a little bit of stamina to use, but we have the Turtle Talisman for that. You want to back off during that, because if she does the flip and you try to punish it and you mistime it, you just kind of die for it. That's why I typically back off for that. Why did I have been messing up that dodge a lot recently. Oh, it is also a lightning weapon, so if you fight her in the water, she takes bonus damage. And it's 10%. That adds up real fast. One of the only downsides that I find with great thrusting swords is the fact that they track kind of terribly. They're really bad at following her if she dodges to the side specifically. But as you can see, the actual damage is really high. Yeah, so the way that you get past the tracking is you just wait. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, this thing is kind of destroying her, huh? We can get a fully charged R2 here. 1,000 damage on that, yeah. And as you can see, sticking in the water, I mean, 10% more damage is nothing to scoff at. It's adding 40 to 50 damage an R1. I was a little too close there, but they're running R2 lunges so far. You hit R1 there just to check. She has like 3 options out of that. One of which you get a counter hit. Whoops. Whoops. That was awkward. That's okay. Actually, the running R2 comes from so far away that she doesn't really have a good reaction to it. Like, did you see how far that hit her from? Anyway, let's run around her. We heal. We activate. And we do that. Like, this thing is shredding her. And I expected it would. It's a remembrance weapon from a super boss. Like, this thing should be good against practically everything, that as long as it doesn't resist lightning. You know? The weapon art is not one I'm very well versed in. It's a little awkward to use from what I understand. You kind of go flying forward with it as an angry storm cloud. Well, she decided she was just going to win those trades, apparently. Don't know why. I swear, it's like when I'm actually deciding to use a slow enough weapon to not get the hit on her before she jumps, she does the jump more. Yep, alright, so we just run away, left, right. We're just gonna have to, yep, do our best to, like, not die here. We might die just because I'm playing a little poorly here. I've let her get in control of this fight. Yeah, let's heal twice. There we go. Now, if it keeps a little, if I can actually get back in control, this should go pretty smoothly from here. But, like, yeah. You get hit by that kick, and all of a sudden, like, you have to fall on the back foot until you get her to do something like that, yeah. That's so sad that I keep getting hit by that kick. Yep. Alright, we have to run and hope we can outspace it. And we did. We'll heal here. This phase 2 has been a little awkward. But I mean, beyond that... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we should be back in control. Let's go ahead and use the Starlight Shard as well. I think it's a really good item, and I've been lacking on them a little because... I don't know why, but I have. It makes up for the 10 FP, the 10 magic. Yeah, in case she does this, and I can't get away. And Starlight Shards, I mean, I know they're a currency as well to restore FP. Or they're a currency for that one shop. Celibus's slash the other guy's name. But the idea here is, you know, you're fighting Malenia. She's going to be the last boss you're fighting anyway. Except now the DLC is coming out soon, but like... She's going to be the final boss sort of idea, so like, you should pull out all the stops against her. Because, like, what else do you need your items for after this point, right? What, New Game Plus? Well, if you didn't use them the first time through, why are you going to use them the second? Of course you would, huh? We're going to heal. I was just really hoping she wouldn't attack the clones, and she didn't. There we go. We got her. It wasn't the cleanest fight, but at the same time, it was a first try win. So, like, can you really complain that much? It went very well. A few things to talk about with this. I think it's the longest grade AP. Yeah, I keep calling it that. Grade AP is just the base weapon. It is the longest. It has really high stat requirements at 1837. Like, you have to be spec'd into Dex when you're wanting to use this. You don't get an option, which is fine. I mean, of all the weapons that have high Dex requirements, you would think thrusting swords of the large variety would be that, so it makes sense. They have good stance damage. This one weighs 8, which is the heaviest. That's honestly kind of negligible, though. When you're talking, like, if you're pumping into endurance, 8 is not a heavy weapon overall. It's once you get above 10, I think, is that real big threshold of heavy, right? That's where you got your colossal weapons, your great axes, your great clubs, things like that. Yeah, 10. 8.5 is on the lighter end for the large club, etc. We're actually going to pop a shrimp here. 64% damage resistance is massive. We let him come to us, just because you don't want to fight him on the stairs. And then we get to it. Again, this thing has range, except for the fact that it also throws you forward. You probably just want to use your R1s to poke him here, yeah. If anything. Hold on. I just got a message from somebody and I might have to answer. Ooh, that hit me. That's okay. Do you know that when he's pulling a spear out of the ground, that actually has a hitbox? Ooh, nice. Holy cow, that's huge damage. Whoops, yep, I was just autopiloting there. Sorry, I'm having to answer a question from somebody. But, I'll try to make it quick. Maybe I can finish this fight. Yeah, let's just finish the fight and then I'll get to it. And then I'll make a small cut before Gideon's fight and stuff. Because I will definitely be going to Gideon. We'll heal here. I mean, honestly, I didn't have a choice in taking that. Not much of one, at least. So I'm realizing, I think he does that throw if you're too far away. That should hit me, honestly, just due to how that hitbox typically works. You want to get a little closer, or else he'll choose to do that instead of the uppercut. Uppercut's the best. He does it at medium range. He does throw if you're at far range, and at close range he does jumping slam, which leads to an explosion, and is harder to punish. That leads to that explosion, by the way. Ooh. Ooh, I should have died there. That was weird. Yeah, that's the slamming explosion, by the way. Yeah, that's the attack you want to see there. I'm really hoping for a stance break is what's happening. It's not coming, so I should probably back off a little bit, but too late. I'm going for it still. Yeah, okay, I should back off. Yeah, I'm gonna bleed if I'm not careful, more than anything. Come on, dude. Well, that was dumb of me. I deserve to bleed here. Oh, I died for that too. That's what I get for trying to rush it. Oh well, let's get right back into it, shall we? And then since I died to Moog, I don't know how much time I have after that. Oh, I didn't drink. It's okay, he's rather passive at the start. Okay, so that still hits. That's just awkward due to this fire on the ground. This counts as counter hitting him during that, by the way. That's kind of massive. Ouch. Dude, he hits hard. This kind of shows, in phase 1 at least, you can just be kind of belligerent with it, right? Like, you don't really need to, as long as you have defense. Phase 2 is his only real threat. Which might not be fair to Moog, but like, I'm sorry, he's just, phase 1 he does a lot of damage, but not necessarily fast enough. And all of his attacks have big tails. We'll try the weapon art. Did do 1700 damage, which is nice. There we go. At least we didn't get hit by that. And we got that to come out. I don't think I've ever been hit by the blood splats from the start of that. That felt weird. That's also one of his best attacks to punish right there. Holy cow. I'm actually just gonna back off here. Get him away from the stairs a little. Good, good. I find that's a lot easier to get him to do that and get him positioning if you're running to dodge that overhead, like flying past you attack. You gotta be real careful with that one too, because it's really slow and the hitbox is really exaggerated because of it. As really hoping for a stance break. Apparently I'm getting like way too greedy at the end of this fight right now. Yeah, like that. I just feel like I deserve one, clearly. I died again for it. Alright, you know what? I am a silly goose, aren't I? For that, I think I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna call it there, honestly. This is very silly of me to die twice to Moog like that. In the same way, where I'm just trying to get a stance break. Uh, I think I'm expecting slightly higher stance damage from this thing, is why. Also, Moog has 40% lightning resist, so, like, you lose... It makes up, what, 1/3 of your damage or so? A little bit over. So you're losing 40% of 1/3. Yeah, it's like 12% damage, 15% damage, which kind of sucks. But anyway, thank you for watching. This weapon is fine, and I'm just being a doofus. Use this weapon if you have it for some reason in NG. Use it once you had 30-some dex. Respec and try it in NG plus probably is your best option. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time, and bye.